good morning, and welcome. I am Jody with Tired Moms Go Digital on a journey towards financial freedom through digital marketing, and also on a journey to help as many people as possible start their digital marketing journey, because the digital marketing industry is going to be worth billions by 2026 and trillions by 2030. So of course, your time is now. Like, when I tell you that your time is now, your time is now. So yesterday we spoke about the basics of digital marketing for a complete beginner. Today I am going to touch on 12 most common digital marketing mistakes and how to avoid them. So we will be going through that shortly. So bear with me, because I'm going to wait for a couple more people to join, but that's going to be the subject for today. So welcome. Good morning. Elevate with Naya. Good morning. But in the meantime, if you have any questions, please do ask away. I am here to help you and guide you. Sorry. I am here to guide you every step of the way. So welcome. I feel like, a lot of people talk about what digital marketing is. They stress about starting your journey, how you need to invest in a course, right? But they don't take the time to tell you things to avoid. And, what mistakes are most commonly made in the digital marketing space. And if you do end up making these mistakes, when I was getting this live session ready and I was taking my notes, I was like, oh, I remember making that mistake. So it's like, maybe you're making the mistake and you're not aware. But if you did, I have tips on how to kind of fix that and avoid, and for future reference. Okay, so welcome everyone. Like I said, if you have any questions digital marketing related, please ask away. I am here to answer them. Good morning, Gigi. Thank you so much. Thank you for my Gigi. Thank you, me. My apologies. So I have been in the digital marketing space a little over a year. I struggled at the beginning of my journey, right? I had no strategy, no direction. Unfortunately, the individual that I purchased the course from completely ghosted me. So it was just very stressful, right? It was stressful. I was figuring things out, and I had to figure things out on my own. I relied a lot on YouTube. I relied a lot on Google to kind of tie things back down to the actual course, because things were not making sense. So that is something that I do like to stress here in this space, is the fact that starting your journey with Thank you, Mia. Starting your journey with a truly beginner-friendly course, it is vital. It is very, very, very important. I cannot stress this enough. I'm saying it for a reason, because the difference between starting with an extensive course and a beginner-friendly course is that you're going to feel lost. You're going to feel like you have no direction. You're going to feel like it is too much for you to handle, especially if you are a mom, or if you're a dad, or if somebody, or, that you have responsibilities to take care of. And that's the problem, and that's what happened to me. I started with a course that was not beginner friendly. It was very extensive, very overwhelming. So I started kind of second guessing my journey, and it was just awful. And I don't want that to happen to you. I want you to avoid that. And how are you going to avoid that? By making sure that you are in alignment with your products. If you have been just sitting on the sidelines like I did for a really long time, make sure you are asking those important questions, right? When you made your connection, because one thing that I tell everyone that jumps on my live that asks me, how do I start, or how can I start? I tell them to, number one, identify what their goal is. What are they looking to get out of starting this business? I don't want your priority to just be making money, because you are going to have the wrong mindset, right? So I want you to kind of write down your why. You're tired of struggling. You're tired of, and I'm just going to give you an example of the things that got me started, right? I just had so much, Tavares, good morning. I just had so much pressure of, handling all the bills by myself. I was tired of living paycheck to paycheck, right? I was tired of not being a present mom. I was tired of going to the grocery store and have to budget my every dime, like I was tired of, and it's like the little things. I was tired of waiting for my year end bonus to be able to go on vacation because, I living paycheck to paycheck, right? So those are all things that you need to ask yourself, why are you starting this? And write them down. Write them down so that it could be a reminder to you once you start your journey, when things get hard, for you to reflect, always go back to reflect on the why you started this, okay? Because let me tell you that it is going to be a roller coaster. It's not going to be easy. And that is something that I also say. For some, maybe people jump into the space with sales, background, and they're able to see that the instant success, but not everybody is going to be tech savvy. Not everybody is going to know or have sales or marketing strategies. But if you start with a truly beginner friendly course that will teach you all of that, you take the actual time to learn the information, you're gonna do amazing. Tandy, thank you so much for the follow. And people don't understand that. People jump into this because they are attracted by the income claims, right? And I'm gonna just touch on this a little bit. I jumped into this because I thought I was going to, be a millionaire instantly like the other people. But that wasn't the reality. The creator that I purchased my first course from painted it out like it was just so easy. Like all she was talking about was all you need is 1 to 2 hours a day, and that's not true. You don't need 1 to 2 hours a day. You need more than 1 to 2 hours a day, right? And she was talking about how it was very beginner friendly. The course was not beginner friendly. It was actually very overwhelming. So imagine you starting into, hi, I just joined RBA. That is amazing, Tandy. Congratulations. I don't have that course, but I heard from other creators that I have a good relationship with that is a good course. So congratulations on starting your journey. I love it. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask, right? So it is very important for you to be in alignment with your product. Take the time to learn, right? Because when you are not in alignment with your product, right, and the product doesn't bring you, from point A to point B, that's going to be very stressful for you because you're going to start, regretting the fact that you invested or wasted your money, right? So be very mindful of that. This is a marathon, not a sprint. Please take the time. Please, please, please. You will be doing yourself a favor if you listen to what I'm saying right now. Take the time to learn the information. And why am I stressing this? Because knowledge is power. Okay, knowledge is power. So let's just say that I'm going to use Tandy as an example. She purchased a course, right? She purchased RBA. But before she purchased RBA, she had her eye on 2 creators that she was jumping on their lives and kind of like learning from them. And she asks one of the creators, okay, so what am I going to learn inside RBA? Right? One of the creators is going to give her the information. Okay, you're going to learn this, you're going to learn that, and kind of like give Tandy the breakdown, while the other creator is going to say, is going to hesitate, is not going to be able to really answer those questions, right? So right there, that creator that wasn't able to answer those questions, she lost her. She lost that lead, right? Because she didn't take the time to learn. And that's what I mean about the importance of learning your product. I'm a huge analyzer and I love that. And that's why I say, do your homework. Do your homework. You know the amount of people that jump on my live on a daily basis talking about I'm lost. The creator that I purchased from promised me mentorship. As soon as I gave them my money, they completely, in a sense, that is also your fault because you didn't analyze or you didn't do your homework, good enough, right? And I'm a victim of this as well, because I not only got ghosted one time, I actually got ghosted 2 times at the beginning of my journey. So that other time, that third time that I decided I was going to invest, Sandy, good morning, I made sure I did my homework. You best believe I did my due diligence. I listen, I said, I want to make sure, that you are going to hold my hand if I need you. I want to make sure, that what you're preaching, what you're telling me, I am going to get inside this product that you are offering me, right? Do that homework and, ask the creator probing questions like, okay, well, how is that different than this product, right? If the creator doesn't have all the products that you are asking them to kind of like compare, if they know their product, all they have to do is kind of like point out what they really like about the product. What have they been able to learn, right? So right there, they're already, you can see them already as an authority figure because they know what they're talking about, okay? They're telling you, it truly is going to bring you from A through Z, is going to teach you multi-streams of income, and that is extremely, extremely important. Mentoring is questionable in this space. It is, Sandy, and I know you've been struggling, but it's all with you finding the person that that truly wants you to win. There are people that have not purchased anything from me that come in my live, and just by them jumping on my live, they are no longer stuck, because that's why I go live, to help anyone. Good morning, Chris, that is struggling. You know what I mean? But I also offer mentorship. If you feel like you're struggling and you need that one-on-one connection, that one-on-one interaction, I can most certainly help. You know what I mean? So, but I get it. But that's the people that are in this, that are just in this business to resell a course, if that makes sense, I'm doing much better, Chris. Thanks for asking. As I'm watching and listening, my ideas are growing, and I absolutely love that. Yes, Marianne, good morning. Good morning. Myra, good morning. How's it going? So that is the importance of, knowing your product, right? You want to be able to be successful. If you don't know your product, it's going to be very hard for you to go out there and promote it. Okay, so like I said, right, this is a marathon, not a sprint. Take your time, right? It is okay, right? If you happen to just jump in a course and you're so passionate, like you're so excited about the course and you want to put it up in your store, that's fine. But just make sure you are also reviewing the information inside the course, okay? Because you're doing yourself a favor for learning, okay? You want to be that authority figure. You don't want to have any hesitation when you are speaking on your product, okay? Does anybody have any questions for me before I start my session? Like I said, right? Yesterday, I went over the basics of digital marketing, right? Understanding digital marketing for a complete beginner. Today, I am going to go over 12 of the most common digital marketing space and how you can avoid that. Myra, good morning. How's it going, love? Isha, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome back, Myra. Welcome back. So like I was saying, right, a lot of people just go and talk about, starting digital marketing and, how awesome it's going to be. That's great to hear. That is so good to hear, love. But nobody takes the time to really go over the common mistakes that most digital marketers make. Gia, good morning. So that is something I kind of like want to touch on today. So all you're going to have to do is you're going to tap that screen away. You're going to show love, right? Because I'm going to be out here preaching nothing new, right? Nothing new. You expect nothing less from me, right? From me. Just scrolling, found you. I need this. Awesome. I am so glad to hear that. So For those that missed the live yesterday, I am actually I downloaded it. I just didn't have time yesterday because it was my daughter's senior last game yesterday. So I was kind of like busy with that. I was at the school for like 3 hours, but I will be adding yesterday's live to my YouTube channel, and I will also be adding this one to my YouTube channel. So I'm just gonna quickly go over what yesterday's live about the basics of digital marketing, which is understanding the basics of what digital marketing is. Temple Family 4, thank you so much for the follow. Defining your goals, right? Choosing your channels, investing in your knowledge, creating content, right? Creating great content, things to avoid as a beginner, and mindset. You are most welcome, Marianne. You are most welcome. Make sure you guys are tapping that screen. We are getting to 20K today, and I'm gonna start. So understanding the basics, right? Digital marketing refers to promoting brands or services online through digital channels, right? So you take your platforms and you just promote these products, right? It could be an ebook, it could be a course, it could be an affiliate program, whatever it is, you do it digitally, right? Defining your goals, right? And digital marketing is very, very important, okay? Because your goals should be specific, right? Measurable, and they need to align right with your business objective, with where you're trying to get. Are you just, looking to start, this because you want more freedom, or, you just want to have a little bit of extra cash on the side, right? To help with bills or whatever the case might be. It is very important for you to define your goals. Choosing your channel is very important as well, because you don't, Shanda, thank you so much for the follow. You don't want to be right where your target audience is not, right? Because it's going to take you so much longer for you to be identified, for you to be found, okay, by your target audience, right? Your persona. So choosing the right platform is vital, and it is okay for you to start with one. Once you get comfortable, then you can go ahead and start with another one, right? You just don't want to rely on one platform, because especially with TikTok, we don't know how secure it is. So that's why I stress, getting comfortable with more than one platform, okay? That could be IG, that could be TikTok, that could be FB, that could be YouTube. You pick your channels, but make sure you are strategic and think about, is my target audience, I know for a fact I'm going to find moms in TikTok and IG. So that's why I picked those platforms, okay? So we went over investing in your knowledge. This has to do with, once you're comfortable, you need to invest in yourself. You need to invest in a course that is truly going to be able to allow you to build a business from the ground up. You need to create great content, and you're going to create great content by understanding the pain points of your persona that I have taught you how to create, okay? Thank you so much for the follow, right? Things to avoid as a beginner in the digital marketing space, trying to do too much at once. Why? Because you're going to get burnt out. We don't need that, right? Ignoring your target audience. Dude, good morning. Being impatient, right? Because a lot of us jump into this space, good morning, and we feel like we need to see instant results, or if not, it's not going to work, but that's not the reality. Be patient, okay? Okay? Good things take time, okay? So be patient. Copying others, no. You can use others as inspiration, but please don't be that person that copies word for word and everything. Don't be that person, okay? Neglecting your search engine optimization, very important. Underestimating the power of, email marketing and having a lead magnet to grab those leads that have interest in what you are trying to build, right? And not investing in your knowledge, okay? You need to invest so that you can stay in the know. And last but not least, mindset. Mindset is everything in this space. So please, somebody messaged me about, struggling with, creating a background. And what she wrote in the message was, I tried, but I can't do it. Julie, good morning. Simply Sunshine, good morning. I said, you need to change that mindset from I can't do it to it's going to take me time, but I am going to do it. If you guys know me well, you guys know that this is something I preach. You need to be very nice to what you tell yourself. Okay, you need to start training your brain to believe things. You need to start visualizing, right, the life that you want. So like that, you can, it could be easier, right? Yes, you can, exactly. And tell yourself, but the more you tell yourself, I can't do this, I can't do this, this is hard, this is hard, the actual, you're actually telling your brain you really can't do this. Okay, Simone, good morning. So once again, please be very mindful of what you tell your brain. Know you are worth it at 1000%. Okay, so I just had a little, that was the little a summary of what we went over yesterday. So buckle up, because we're about to explore the top 12. There were so many, but I just really grabbed the 12 that I saw that are mostly common in the digital marketing space mistakes. More importantly, how to dodge and how to avoid them like a pro. I'm going to teach you that. So let's make your digital marketing journey not just effective, but also fun and enlightening, because that is one thing I also speak about a lot in my lives, is that if you do it the right way, you are actually going to enjoy what you're doing. Okay, it's not gonna feel like, oh my God, I gotta create content. Oh my God, I gotta post. Oh my God, I gotta, do this. No, you are, I am at the point that I have fun creating content. I make content out of everything. Like whatever it is, I'm inspired. You're gonna see me creating content, right? I enjoy, like, my favorite part is going live and making those connections with you guys. Okay, so that's what I want for you. Trixie, good morning. Okay, so number one, skipping the homework and not defining your audience, your persona, right? Imagine trying to sell ice to penguins. And I know I had to make it fun because you guys know I'm very funny, right? Sounds silly, right? That's what happens when you don't know your audience. Okay, so 90% of companies using buyer personas have a clear grasp of their customers. Why? Because they did their homework of identifying their buyer's persona, which I taught you guys last week. So you need to take the time to sketch out who your ideal persona, customer, target audience is, right? You need to know their likes, you need to know their dislikes, you need to know their desires, right? And what keeps them up at night, right? Their struggles, right? This way, you're not just fishing, you're fishing where the fish are. Let me repeat that again, okay? This way, you're not just fishing, right? And to the point that you're not catching any fishes. This point, when you know where your target audience is, you're gonna go fish and actually catch these fishes, okay? Period. Randall, good morning. Knowing your customer is the foundation of every solid digital marketing strategy. Okay, so define your market and get to know the people you are selling to. Okay, the best way to do so is to create buyer personas for 2 or 3 types of customers you have identified, right? So I'm gonna give you an example of this, right? I target specifically, my persona is working moms like me. Okay. But when I was building my persona, I had working moms, I had stay-at-home moms, and I had single moms, right? Because I resonated the most with these moms, right? One way or the other, right? Because not you see how every shoe doesn't fit all, right? Or every pair of jeans doesn't fit. They have different sizes, right? For different, body shapes. That is the reality, and that is the same with a persona. Not every product that you have is going to align. So that's why you want to have a variety. So like that, you have something for all, if that makes sense. Mo, good morning. Right? So why this happens? Many new marketers focus on selling to everyone instead of defining their niche, right? And remember, when you speak to everyone, you speak to no one. Good morning, right? The consequences of this, wasting money, right? On getting engagement, on maybe ads, a low engagement, right? Because you didn't take the time to do homework. So now you are forcing the algorithm to push these people at you, which are probably not even real, are probably bots, right? So you need to be very careful, okay? So I'm gonna give you an example of a brand that failed because they didn't define their audience. So if you create a detailed buyer persona, the actionable steps would be to, you want to identify, right, their age, their psychographics, right, their jobs, their struggle, their buyer behavior. Those are all things you want to identify, okay? You want to do research. You want to do market research. And how are you going to do market research? All these social media platforms are now search engine optimized, right? So you can even do your research inside of TikTok, in Google, in IG. Use it, right? Do the research. You can also use Google Analytics and polls, right in your stories to refine your audience, right? And you want to track the engagement, right, by reviewing your analytics to see what is working and what is not. Okay, so number 2, let's talk a little bit about the digital marketers that come out here and talk about themselves too much and ignore their audience's pain points. So they only make it about them. That's a big no, right? So nobody likes a conversation that's all about me. Companies that focus on customer experience can see a 4.8% bump in revenue. Instead of boasting about your products, bells and whistles, show your audience how it solved your problem. Right? Because remember, people fall in love with transformation, right? So you're going to show them that. Paint a picture of their life before and after your product, right? And let them see the transformation, okay? So I hope you guys are literally listening in on this, okay? Because I'm excited. Your audience is primarily interested in you solving their problems and pain points, not in your products. But you want to get them comfortable enough, right? Because they don't know that your product is actually going to be the solution to their pain. They need to first get comfortable with you. Okay, so instead of focusing on instantly selling your product, you want to talk to your prospect, your leads, right, about how your product has changed your life and how it can make their lives better. So once again, you want to paint that picture for them, okay? So a common mistake in this area is focusing too much on product features instead of how it will help the customer, okay? People don't care about features, they care about results, okay? So you want to be able to use a before and after framework, right? Before the struggle and after the dream solution, and the bridge your product, right? So that's exactly the strategy that you want to use with this. So you want to say, I offer X, Y, and Z. 2, here's how to make your life easier and how it has changed my life. Candice, good morning. Let me just take a sip of my greens right now. 1 second. This is day 5, no coffee. So it's gonna be a tough one. I might at some point, start stuttering. Number 3, neglecting SEO. Right? The invisible website syndrome. I thought this was funny, right? So if your website were a party, SEO would be the invitation, right? Considering that 93% of online experience start with a search engine, okay? Good morning. I was thinking about giving up on coffee. Yeah. So, okay, let me just pause really quickly. So I have a valid excuse. My daughter said that if I last 1 month without drinking coffee, she is going to pay 1 month of coffee for me. So I saw that as okay, I can cut down on coffee for a little bit, So right now I'm doing like that green energy that you do in the morning, and it tastes like chalk, but I mean, I need something. Okay. So that's why I kind of like paused on coffee. So, but yes. So remember, right? 93% of online experience start with a search engine. Ignoring SEO is like throwing a party and forgetting to invite people, right? I know, me too. I'm excited about that. I'm ready to just, get a month worth of free coffee, period. Use the right keywords, create quality content, and keep up with SEO best practices to ensure your audience can find you amidst all the people in the online space. A lot of people say, oh my God, this is saturated. No, it's not. It's just that you are not using the right keywords, the right hashtags, right, for your target audience to find you. If you are doing market research and you are keeping a close eye on your analytics, you will definitely get that down pack, okay? The right keywords, right? This applies to the keywords you wish to rank for on social media platforms you are using, TikTok, IG, and also the keywords that your target audience is using to find what they need. You want to focus on those that have search volume and for which you have realistic chances of ranking. Hello, Pearl. How's it going? So what you're gonna do, let's just see. I don't want you selecting keywords and hashtags that are in the millions, because now you are making it nearly impossible, right? You're hurting yourself. But you can most certainly pick, if it's in the hundred thousands, you can definitely, but don't if you want to add just maybe one hashtag, right, one keyword that is in the millions, but don't add all your hashtags and keywords that are in the millions. You're making it harder on yourself, okay? And quality content, right? Search engine platforms favor high quality, relevant content. So make sure that your camera like is on point, you have good lighting, right? The camera is clear, not dirty. I see a lot of people posting, videos and their camera, I don't know if their camera was dirty, so it looks kind of blurry. Make sure your video is it's like, I want to be able to see clearly, if that makes sense, right? Remember, good quality content. The benefits of getting your keywords right, it increases, right, organic traffic, right? Because we don't want to be paying for traffic, right? We want that organic traffic. It increases the number of qualified leads, right? If you are up there, Eugene, thank you so much for the follow. If you are out there showing up every day, right, using the right keywords and getting categorized, right, the more people that are going to keep an eye on you and the more people that are going to sign up for your freebie if your messaging is correct. Okay, good morning, DMJ. Good morning. Right? So insight into audience preferences and pain points. And how are you going to do that, right? Your content should relay a story, right? You want to story tell. You want to talk about your whys. You want to educate, right? You want to have a mixture of everything. And I don't know why it always ties back down to identifying your content pillars, okay? The best tips that will help you with keyword research are find out what keywords you already rank for. Okay, look at what your competition is doing. Okay, and use search suggestions like Google, right, for research, for market research, right? Put yourself in the position of your customers. What would they want to see? Bree, thank you so much for the follow. I've tried some things, but my views are no longer on the 900 views, now less than. Okay, so if your views are stuck, right, at the 100 and 200 views, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to look at those videos that ranked in the 700s and 900s. Lulu, thank you for the follow. And I want you to analyze those videos, right? Maybe recreate those videos, right? Maybe use a different hook, right? Recreate those videos with a different background scenario and see what happens. Because remember, we are supposed to be doing more of what works and less of what doesn't, and see how that goes. Okay, and come back and let me know how that worked, right? So SEO is not just keywords, right? It's your website's visibility strategy. Okay, so how you're gonna do that, right? So let's just say you are in the digital marketing space. If you put in the search engine digital marketing, you're gonna see who is ranking at the top. Go do market research and see what people are searching, why they ranked so high. Look at what they use in their captions, what they use in their keywords, what they use for hashtags. And then when you search that, there's gonna be a section that says others search for. Use some of those that are relevant with your video and add them in your caption as well. Okay, I no longer waste my time doing that, shrinking and swiping. I used to do that at the beginning. I don't do that anymore. Okay, so sometimes it's just like making sure you get your and I would do market research every week because everything changes. Okay, so that's what I would recommend. Okay, so being antisocial on social media, right? Social media isn't just for cute dog videos, though we love those too, right? Because I mean, Melissa, good morning. I do have a dog, right? So I love posting Ivy all over my page, right? But it's a gold mine for engaging with your audience. Don't just broadcast, interact, right? Respond to comments. Don't just post and ghost, right? You wanna be able, I say this all the time, to go live, because that's where you really build those genuine connections with people. So take it serious. You wanna also interact with other accounts within in your niche, right? You wanna also take the time to respond to comments, because in this day and age, people are busy. And the fact that people just took the time to stop the scroll and watch your video, right? And not only watch it, but comment and like it. Take the time to respond back and just, say thank you so much. Thank you for the follow, Melissa, right? So that's exactly what you want to be doing. And join the conversation. It's called social media for a reason. So get out there and mingle, right? I'm not telling you, Renee, thank you for the follow. I am not telling you that I want you spending hours scrolling on social media. No, I'm telling you to be very strategic, okay? Because these platforms, they want engagement. These platforms want engagement. So make sure that is exactly what you are doing, okay? Social media is more like digital networking. If you don't engage, you're just talking at people instead of with them, okay? So posting and ghosting, never responding to comments, big no. Only selling, no engagement or storytelling or providing value, that's a no, right? Not using platform specific content, right? That's another big no. How are you gonna fix those mistakes if you're making any of them, right? You want to create a content strategy that includes engagement, right? Maybe you need to be adding those call to actions. You are most welcome. You want to be adding those call to actions. Oh, be sure to comment. If you agree, drop a heart. If if you thought this was fire, drop a fire emoji. Follow for more, right? Have, like those polls in your stories, to get that engagement. Maybe you ask a questions, right? And anyone that watches your stories can answer to it, right? Use storytelling, share wins, share failures, share behind the scenes, right? Not everything, this is something I preach, right? Not everything has to be monetary, because that is like the number one question that I hear on my lives. Oh, well, I haven't made any money. That doesn't matter. Storytelling is more powerful than you just coming out here saying, well, I invested in a course and I've been able to make this and this and that. No, bring them on that journey. Not sure what else to do after doing what do you mean by not sure what else to do after doing the suggestions? Can you elaborate a little bit for me so that I can see how I can help you? Right? Storytelling, it is very important, because that's where people are actually going to resonate with you. Okay, that is where they are going to see what you are painting is possible for them. Okay, so don't be shy or don't be embarrassed because you haven't made any money, right? And you will get asked this question. Let me just throw that out there. You will get asked the question of, well, how much money have you made? And you are going to be very honest and say, I haven't made any money yet, but the opportunities in this space are endless, and then you want to educate them and say, the digital marketing industry is going to be worth billions by 2026 and trillions by 2030. So it's just a matter of time of when my success will come. Okay. So you see right there how you just educated them very mindfully. Okay, so that's exactly what you want to be doing. Okay, one size fits all content, failing to personalize. We touched a little bit up on this or in one of the earlier mistakes that I spoke about. Sending the same messages to everyone is like giving all your friends the same birthday gift. Meaning, done and doing the tips, learn, and even what you shared today, just not sure next. Okay, so what I would recommend, do you go live? Do you go live? That is my number one question. Do you go live? Latoya, good morning. I'm going to pause on this so that I can answer your question. Because like I said, right, that's what I'm here for, to help you guys. when you learn, okay, when you learn something, once you feel comfortable, you are supposed to apply what you learn. Okay, so I would recommend, if your content is not getting the engagement that you want, I want you to grab a notebook or a calendar, right? And give yourself 30 days, right? And I want you to write down, I want you to start this maybe for March, because I want you to do market research as well. I want you to research your target audience, right? I want you to see what your competitors and your target audience are doing, right? What keywords they're using, and I want you to come up with a strategy. And I need you to have a notebook or a calendar, because I want you to write down exactly what your strategy is going to be. Monday through Fridays, you're going to post, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you're going to go live for at least 30 minutes, right? Tuesday, Thursdays, you're going to, add, 5 to 7, 6 stories, right? I want you to have a mixture of everything, but I need you to be showing up every day. But you can't show up every day without a strategy. And that's why I recommend you having a strategy before you take this serious. Okay, everything in this business is having a strategy and the right mindset to believe that it's going to work. And can I just say that you will not get instant engagement, or you're not going to see the changes right away. And that's why I'm telling you to give yourself at least 30 days, right? And please pay attention to your analytics as well. Please take a very close look at your analytics. Go back to your content, right? You don't want to be recreating the content that were in the 100, 200 views. So I need you to do that for me, right? And continue to join my live and ask away, right? I do 2 teaching style sessions a week. I'm always teaching something new. If you have anything that you want me to kind of like come out here and talk, let me know. I'll be more than happy to bring a session, to teach you or go over a little bit of, whatever you're struggling on. Maybe other people are struggling with the same, but we're going to get through this. Melissa, good morning, love. Donna, thank you so much for the follow. Okay, so with that said, I hope that kind of like gave you a little bit of direction. Okay, you are most welcome. So again, one size fits all content is a big no-no, right? But it's another mistake that I see a lot of people making. Good morning, love, right? So sending the same messages to everyone, it's like giving all your friends the same birthday gift, right? Personalization makes your audience feel special, right? Hola, Lisa, buenos dias. Remember, we want them to feel seen. We want them to feel heard. So that is the importance of personalizing, okay? So you want to tailor the message to their specific needs, okay? These are good tips. So glad to hear that, Melissa, right? A little effort goes a long way in making your audience feel seen and valued. Last week, I touched on I spoke about, how to handle the DMs, and I told you to kind of like draft a message that you feel comfortable, that you can just copy and paste, but you have to personalize it. Okay, I did not say create a message that you're going to just send to all your people. I was very specific when I said before you send it, you need to personalize it. Hey, Odalisa, thank you so much for commenting the keywords. I see that you're a mom. Do your homework. Go search. Go look at their account. Go do a little detective work, right? By you taking the time to just look at their account, it's gonna give you a little insight of what they do. Right, let's just say Lorraine, one of my mentees, right? She's into candles, right? So let's just say she messaged me and she's like, I see that you're in the digital marketing space. I would love to learn. And I'm gonna say, hey, Lorraine, thank you so much for reaching out to me and for taking the first steps. I see that you're into candles. I think that this is great, because that can actually help you. Starting a digital marketing business, you can also learn to do drop shipping and or print on demand, whatever it is, and tie it back down to her candle business. She's gonna be like, okay, this girl did her homework right there. You're gonna be tell me you're not gonna be the authority figure, period, and that's why I'm here, guys. That's why I'm here to preach, right? You are most welcome, Melissa, right? So that's exactly what personalization does. The power of personalization, right? 80% of your personas are more likely to buy from brands that offer personalized experiences. Period. I almost wish I had a mic so I can just drop it because I just feel like I just like exploded some gems in right here, okay? So how big brands personalize, right? Netflix recommends shows based on your watch history, and that is a fact. Okay, because I feel you are most welcome, Anna. Thank you, right? Have a wonderful day, Melissa, right? So every time I finish a show, Netflix will kind of like recommend other shows that are similar to that show, right? So that's how they personalize. Amazon suggests products based on past purchases. So that is the experience that you want to give them, right? You want to use their names, right? You want to tailor the message, right, to them specifically, right? And again, it just takes a little bit, right? A little bit goes a long way. Keely, good morning. Of course, you are most welcome. You are most welcome, right? So just take the time to personalize. Take the time to personalize. Number 6, ignoring mobile users, right? I get it. I understand that in this day and age, we are all in a phone, right? Even kids, right? Sims, thank you so much for the follow. Okay, please pause. Let me just see. What about if your main gift is encourager and motivator and daily content types posts? There's no problem with that. There is no problem with that because you are just motivating people, right? You encourage people, right? Right. So if your content is but you want to be able to have a mixture of things, right? So if your content is just motivating them daily, maybe throw in a little bit of things that you do to keep yourself motivated. Talk a little bit about why you even decided to start in this space, why you decided to be that person that encourages and motivates people, right? You had to be somewhere. Where were you before? Okay, so that's kind of like the transformation that you want to showcase, right? To at least to gain that like trust factor. Elisa, thank you for the follow. Does that make sense? Does that make sense before I proceed? Z, good morning. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Yes, like I said, a mixture of everything. So like that, you can build that like trust factor with them. I started my journey back in December of 2022. I started in the high ticket affiliate marketing space. I did that for 8 months, invested a shit ton of money and didn't get nowhere. And right when I decided to quit affiliate marketing, I bumped into the MRR space and I decided to give that a try. So I've been doing MRR since end of August of 2023. So a little over a year I've been in this space. So I know my thing. I know my things. Very knowledgeable. Right? So ignoring mobile users, right? Desktop only focus, right? Thank you. With everyone glued to their phones, because we all know, Lucy, thank you for the follow. We all know this is a reality. Having a mobile friendly website is a must. And how are you going to do that? Nini, thank you for the follow. So if you have System.io, if you're a person, good to know, right? If you are a person that has System.io, I used to have System.io when I started my journey. That's like another platform to host your products. Good morning, Cian, right? They have a section so you would have to do the double the work in System.io because you would have to make it mobile friendly, make sure the wording actually looked very nice put together and all the images looked great, right? In a mobile view, because people are actually seeing these websites in a mobile view, they're not going to go to a computer to see this, okay? Let me just throw that out there, right? So you need to make sure and set it up. If you are somebody that has System.io, please make sure your website is optimized for mobile and also for desktop view. Okay, for stand store, when I add anything into my stand store, I make sure I look on the side, it gives you like the mobile view of my store and it looks great. But if something doesn't look good, you best believe that I'm gonna update it, because I know people, when they click my link, is they're doing it from a phone. Okay, so you just want to make sure things look well put together. Okay, beacons, same thing for beacons. This is a big deal because 58% of website traffic comes from mobile users. Okay, 58% of your website traffic comes from mobile users. So that's why it is very important. So if your website isn't mobile friendly, right, the fonts are gonna look tiny, the buttons are gonna be hard to click, and this is true, right? Pages take too long to load, right? And the forms are difficult to fill out, right? Because they're not mobile optimized, right? Quick fixes, right? Use your desktop to make sure that you are optimizing for mobile as well, right? Make buttons and text easy to tap and optimize your images for faster loading, okay? Very important. Number 7, right? Overlooking analytics. Okay, of course I'm gonna talk about this because this is a mistake we all make. I did it, right? Flying blind. Okay, not keeping an eye on your analytics is like driving with your eyes closed. You're gonna crash. You're gonna crash, right? Because your eyes are closed. The data is invaluable for tweaking your strategies and ensuring you're on the right path. Good morning, Julie. How's it going? Right? And I feel like this entire weeks I have been talking about analytics, the power of understanding your analytics, right? Why does this matter, right? If you don't track what's working, you're just doing guesswork. You are literally just throwing spaghettis at the wall to see what sticks, okay? So you want to track, right, your followers, right? You want to track where they're coming from, like what you did good that they attracted the followers. I get a lot of followers from my lives. I literally get a lot of followers from my lives because of the value that I provide. And again, also from my content. But like I said, right, like I say all the time, sometimes creating content is not enough. It's not going to cut it. So that's why taking the live streaming very serious is very, very, very important. Okay. So if you ignore your analytics, you're not gonna have a good strategy for your business. Okay, so track it, track your analytics, take time to like review them. Leslie, good morning, how's it going? Take the time to review your analytics. It doesn't take long, right? And do more of what works, right? From like looking what time, Torres, buenos dias, Edie's, good morning. From looking at the time that your content or your audience was mostly engaged with your content, be very strategic and use it in your favor. Okay, you're only doing yourself a favor if you are taking your analytics serious. Good morning, right? Number 8, content for content's sake, lacking quality. Oh, I say this all the time, like quality over quantity any given day. Just spitting out content without value is like serving empty calories, okay? Focusing on creating content that educates, entertains, solves the problems for your audience, right? Quality trumps quantity every single time. And what do I mean by that, right? When I started my journey, right, at one point, I thought I wasn't getting the engagement that I wanted. Guess what I was doing? I was literally posting. One day I was posting 3 videos. The other day I was posting 4 videos. And when I tell you that these videos were like, I was just posting to check off the fact that I posted. So I am so guilty of this, like so guilty of this. You need a strategy, right? And I say something and I preach this all the time. It is okay if you are only able, a lot of creators are going to tell you that you need to post 3 times a day, but I beg to differ. No, if you are only able to post 1 time a day, I am okay with that. As long as that video is a good quality video. If you are portraying a message, I want it to be clear. If you are storytelling, I want the feels in that storytelling video. If you are educating, I want you to have that authority voice in that video. You see the difference? So That is the point of a good quality video, right? So a myth is more content, better results. Lie, right? The truth is quality beats quantity any given day. Okay, an example of great content, it could be, educational, right? Where you are educating them maybe on what the difference between MRR and affiliate marketing. That's an educational video. Or you guys ask me all the time, hey, how do you do your backgrounds, right? That could be an educational video if I do a tutorial on teaching you, right? That is great content, right? Let's just say that you're storytelling, right? The reason why you decided to start this, right? That is a video that is emotional, right? Because you are telling your story and you are talking about your why. Teresa, good morning. So those are all great content. Let me just rephrase that. Great content, right? Which will get engagement, right? Because if I post a video that has to do anything with a mom, good morning, Nicole. Good morning. If I post a video that has to do with like the pains of a mother, Tori, thank you for the follow. All the people, awesome storytelling. Yes, yeah. Storytelling is important for your business, right? If I post a video, right? And I am over here just like, oh my God, sorry, lost my train of thought. See, this is the fact of me not having, bear with me. What was I just saying, guys? I am so sorry. See, the lack of caffeine is getting to me now. Okay, so storytelling is very important, but quality is very important as well. So don't listen to the gurus. Being a mom, oh my God, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, guys, I am so sorry. Okay, so being a mom, let's just say I posted a video of being a mom. I can guarantee you that any mom that runs through my page, and if the video goes through the For You page and a mom just stops and kind of like sees the story of what I'm telling, they're gonna say, wow, like I resonated with you, or I felt that, right? Because the power, right? They're a mom too, so they understand. So that is the power of storytelling. That is the power of attracting your persona, right? So don't underestimate it. Sorry about that. I literally like just drew a blank, but let's proceed to the root. Okay. Content strategy that works. My favorites, focus on content, on having and identifying content pillars. Okay. Content strategy that works is identifying right off the back your content pillars. I'm going to give you an example, right? I have 4 content pillars. You do not need to have 4 content pillars. You don't. My content pillars are engage, entertain, right? Promote, and educate. So under engage, right, I can do polls, I can do Q&As, right? I can do affirmations, I can do quotes, because I don't know what it is with quotes and affirmation, but those get a lot of engagement. Under entertainment, I am storytelling. I'm giving them a behind the scenes. I am bringing them kind of like on a journey. Under educate, I can educate them on anything. Mommy, thank you so much for the follow. I can educate them on anything. Showing them a tutorial, educating them about, the infographics on the digital marketing space. And on the promote, I am talking about my product, right? What are people saying about the product that I have? What are some of the testimonials inside the community of the product that I have? What has been the success that my mentees have been able to see with the product that I promote? So that's just an example. I've seen people have 3 content pillars. I've seen people have 5, 6 content pillars. You pick the content pillars that work for you. Content pillars are subtopics and themes that you want your brand to be known for. Tabitha, good morning. Maya, good morning. Okay. So that is what a good content strategy is defining your content pillars and then breaking them down. Number 9, forgetting the call to action. Okay, so you've engaged your audience, but now what? You want to guide them on what to do next, because if you don't have a clear call to action, thank you so much for my heart, me, Nicole. Guess what? You just lost them. Okay, so all your content, it doesn't matter what it is, should have a call to action. It doesn't matter if you're storytelling. If you're storytelling, you could be, you can say, if this resonated with you, drop a heart emoji, right? If you are educating, you can say, if you found this tutorial helpful, be sure to follow, save, and comment below for more, right? So that you can continue adding more tutorials, right? That is the power of a clear call to action, whether it's signing up for your lead magnet or making a purchase. A strong call to action will significantly boost your conversion rates, right? You need to let them know what you want to do next. Let it be to follow you, let it be to comment, let it be to like the post. You need to let them know what you want them to do next, okay? Okay, so a lot of people make this mistake, right? Because they assume the audience knows what to do next, and that is not true, right? So how are you going to fix that? You're going to use words, right? You're going to use words to, get started, or comment below, or follow for more, or, drop a fire emoji, whatever it is, whatever, the messaging. Make sure the call to action also, Diamond, thank you for the follow, matches your post, please. Okay, but make sure you have a call to action. Thank you so much for my 2025. Number 10, set it and forget it. Not updating strategies, okay? The digital marketing space is always changing. Like, I feel like now with these courses, or a lot of these courses changing from... Thank you so much, Nicole, for my heart puffs. Thank you, thank you. A lot of these courses that are now changing from MRR into affiliate marketing, right? Everything is changing, right? So what worked yesterday might not work today. So it's vital, important for you to regularly revisit and update your strategies to stay relevant and effective. I'm going to tell you a story, right? My best friend, I finally convinced her to start digital marketing, okay? She never took the time to kind of like review the information inside the course, right? And when SWC changed, well, they have an MRR and then they have an affiliate course. When we transitioned into the affiliate, I told my best friend, if you're going to do it, it's going to have more opportunities. I want you to transition as well. This whole time, my best friend had her MRR link in her store instead of her affiliate link. Okay, so it is why did this happen, right? Yes, she's my best friend, but I feel like I've held her hand enough, right, to the point where you are supposed to be like staying in the know. So she's clearly not staying in the know, right? And I am not throwing her under the bus. I'm just saying the reality of you need to stay in the know. So this is how I do it. I come from a lot of courses. I only have interest in a few. So if you are a person that has a course in the school platform, right, in the school community, when you go into the school community, there is a bell, right? Like a notification bell. That's where I start. Instead of me going to every specific course that I have interest in, I look at that bell. And if I don't see any recent posts from any of the courses that I have interest in, I just simply come out of it, right? But another thing that I do is that if one of the courses that I promote has a new module, I go in there and I also review that module. But that is another way that you can stay on the know, right? Because it's like, if you don't know what you're talking about, right there, you lose that authority with the people that are keeping an eye on you. Okay, so please regularly revisit the courses that you're part of, right? Update your strategies to match that. Please don't be like my best friend that, the course changed from MRR to affiliate and she still had her MRR. Also, that comes with like checking your store, making sure your store is up to date, that it's looking nice and neat, nicely organized, right? At the beginning, I don't expect things to look perfect, because time, and practice makes perfect, but just be very flexible and have that adaptability, right, in this fast-paced world that is always changing. Okay, that is very important. By steering clear of these common pitfalls, you're setting up yourself for digital marketing success. Okay, so remember, it's all about knowing your audience, delivering value, and staying adaptable and on the know. Okay, let's see. So 11, we have two left, right? 11, and actually, I'm sorry, we have three left. Expecting results overnight. Oh my God, tell me this is not a mistake that we have all made. Tell me this is not a mistake that we have all made, okay? If don't lie to yourself either, because I am so guilty of this, right? Beginners often get demotivated, right, if they don't see the immediate results of their digital marketing journey. Like if they don't get to make their investment back, they're like, this is not working. I just wasted my money, right? Right, Nicole? I just wasted my money, da 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 da, right? Blah blah blah. This was not for me, right? Let me just say, I have to just say this, right? It takes time to reach your persona. That is number one. And for them to notice you, right? To win their attention, it takes time. To engage them, it takes time. And to convert them, it takes even more time. Okay, it takes even more time. Even when they notice you, it may take a lot of exposure before they decide to engage with you. So this is girl, stop, right? So it takes time, right? The only thing that may guarantee results in digital marketing is consistency and constantly showing up, staying on top of your strategy, and having the right mindset. Let's see here. Are these tips for sale? Girl. This live is gonna be in my YouTube channel. Okay, so if you guys need to go back to it and re-listen, this will be in my YouTube channel by tonight. Okay, and if you want to watch the one that I posted yesterday, which I will be adding, it will kind of like tie it back down to this one, right? January 1st, Sion, is like right there. It's like right there, right? Like right there. I need a mentor. If you need a mentor, I have mentorship calls available, right? So I can give you a strategy, is whatever you want, right? But the thing is that I also expected and I'm going to tell you what happens when you are only expecting to make your money back. I'm going to tell you right now. When you expect results overnight, you literally forget your purpose, right? And you are just out here being desperate. You come off very desperate. I need to finish my stand store setup. I'm paying for it and not using it. Girl, stop. Don't play, girl. You need to be taking action. Right? Be very mindful. I want you to break it down into small actionable steps. So let's just say this week, maybe I want you to focus on setting up your store, finishing setting up your store. Take daily steps. I'm interested in the mentorship. Yeah, absolutely. If you go into my stand store, there is a one-on-one available. Okay. Is it in your bio for a mentor? Yes, girl. Yes. So it's literally, I sit down with you. We go over a strategy. It's easier for you to let me know ahead of time, what do you want, so that I can come prepared with a strategy for you, okay? Some of the courses are so large you can't get help or guidance. That is true. That is so true, Sandy. I completely understand. But that's where you need to kind of like break it down and maybe say, this week I'm gonna, complete 3 modules. Don't do too much, because then you are going to overwhelm yourself, okay? I joined Tuesday, was on modules and setting up all day yesterday. I love that, Tandy, taking action. This is great. Blessings. You are most welcome. Do you use hashtags on your videos to reach your target audience? Mine is mom. Yes, I do. I do use hashtags, but hashtags are not really a thing anymore, if that makes sense, right? Hashtags were like such a big thing before, like such a big deal. Now it's not, if that makes sense, right? I also target moms, but I target specifically working moms, if that makes sense, right? So don't spend too much time like stressing about the hashtags, and make sure all your hashtags are not in the millions, because it's gonna be hard for you to reach your target audience, okay? Let's see. Yes, we get lost. I get it. I be trying to do the most. Don't be trying to do the most, because trying to do the most, I just went over that. When you actually try to do too much, you do nothing. You absolutely do nothing. Yes, I'm working full time, so I am trying to do modules, post, try to go live. Okay, again, Sandy, don't try to do too much, because I don't want you to burn yourself out. Okay, be mindful about what your goals are for the week. Okay, set a goal, right? So like that, you don't have to push yourself that much, and know your product. Take the time to know your product. Okay, trying to set up store, finish my journals and workbook. I love it. Yes. Tap, tap, tap. Yes. Thank you, Lalisa. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you. You are most welcome. Rena, thank you for the follow. Okay, because I forget to push. And that's fine. That's fine, Sian. And in another time, in another era, I would have been like, hashtags are so important. But now they don't even matter anymore. They don't even matter anymore. Focus. I can't stress this enough. Focus a lot on creating a good quality video. Oh my God, you got me excited, because that is my goal. That is my goal. I really want to start my podcast. Like, I want to start my podcast. I even bought a freaking podcast microphone, because I am like, I need to start. I love it. Sometimes I'm not sure which hashtags to use. It's going to take time depending on your target audience, Tandy. Yeah, my Instagram is cricket. I need guidance. Okay, Teresa. So I want you to focus on one platform at a time. So let's just say you decide you want to focus on TikTok. I want you to figure out TikTok, like how to edit in there, how to, get the traction, the engagement that you want in there. And then once you have that down packed, then you want to move to IG. But don't try to do the two of them, because it's just gonna be too much. Okay, listen, you are able to revive an IG account, and I am proof of that. Okay, I refuse to set up a new account. I wanted to use the same account that I used when I was doing affiliate marketing. What I did, I just rebranded the entire account, changed the name. And yes, it took me a really long time to get the engagement that I want, but now my account is thriving. And it all took consistency. Focus on my ADD. I think my audience would be caregivers because of what I'm in. Okay. I don't know. 1 second. I don't know how to edit anything. Even TikTok confuses me. LOL. Sims Anonymous. What course do you have? Because all these courses teach you how to edit. Like they're depending on the course that you have. A lot of these courses have like a module on how to edit inside TikTok, on how to edit inside IG. So I'm just curious to know. And also YouTube was my best friend. Okay, YouTube was my best friend. Like, I learned how to use CapCut inside YouTube, because that's my preferred method of editing my videos, is inside CapCut or in Canva. Thank you so much, Earl. Thank you. How do you monetize on a podcast? I can't answer that. Thank you so much for my heart me. I can't answer that, Sandy, because I don't have a podcast yet. Keyword yet. I don't have a podcast yet. But you can most certainly monetize. And you have SWC. I know you have SWC. And SWC, one of the new modules, is actually going to be teaching you how to start a podcast from start to finish. Okay, let's see here. Oh my God, wait, I just want to make sure I don't miss anyone's. Okay, so do you not post on other platforms while learning others? Okay, when you are learning a platform, I don't recommend. What I recommend is getting really good at one platform and then branching off to another. I started with TikTok. Once I got really comfortable with TikTok, and I was really forced to do it. Thank you so much for my rose, because that's when the whole drama about TikTok going away started. So it forced me to start my IG account again. So what I do now, and I was creating different types of content for each. So I was creating short form videos for IG and then long form videos for TikTok, but I burnt myself out. So I just decided that I was going to repurpose the same account, the same content I am creating and posting on IG. I am also posting on TikTok. Okay, I'm working smarter, not harder. Thank you so much for my team bracelets. Thank you. Okay, so that's what I recommend. Yes, it is overwhelming, one platform at a time. The sellers make us feel like we have to do it all. No, 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 no. No, you don't have to do it all. Small, actionable steps is going to get you farther. It's going to take time, Cian. I promise you it's going to take time, but you have to be consistent. Franklin, thank you for the follow. Great morning to everyone. Good morning, love. I haven't gotten one, just looking and trying to figure out which one to get. Okay, Sims, if you want a truly beginner-friendly course, like a truly beginner-friendly course that is going to bring you from A through Z, I recommend UBC. Now, if you are looking for a truly beginner-friendly course that is going to teach you to build a business, but also teach you multi-streams of income, I recommend SWC 2.0. Okay. And if you look in my bio, there's actually previews, sneak peeks on those courses. Okay. Wayne, wait. Good morning. Let's see here. I don't have ETS. My babies, oh my God, thank you so much. That is so cute. That was so cutesy. I don't have ETS. Right now, my babies are UBC and SWC 2.0. Maria, good morning. I started with SWC 0, so I pivoted to ETS. ETS is better for a true beginner. Okay. I learned how to write and publish a book using YouTube. My first book is on Amazon. Tandy, that is amazing. Franklin, I am not in DWA. I do come from a lot of courses, like a lot of courses. Right now, my preferred, I am the type of person, thank you so much for my heart puff. I am the type of person that I need to be in alignment with the product before I come out there and promote it. And what gives me that is UBC, the Ultimate Branding course, and SWC 2.0. Really, really, really good courses that are beginner friendly and are very different in style of teaching. Okay, let's see. Oh my God, I love it. I want to do one for nurses. That's amazing. I haven't started yet. I'm hopefully about to just trying to decide which course. And I'm sure you've done your homework. I love ETS. Let's see. Are you okay? And if you have any other questions, Sims, please do ask away. Thank you so much for my 2025. Yes, keep tapping that screen. 20K loading period. Okay, so now that I answered all the questions that came through, I am going to, finish off here. So remember, don't expect instant results, right? Beginners often get demotivated. Don't expect that, right? So it takes time, right? It takes time to reach your persona, right? And for them to notice you, to win their attention, to engage them, and to convert them. What does tapping that? You just tap the screen and it's gonna showcase hearts. It's just kind of like when you tap the screen, it just sends the live to the For You page. So Emmy, good morning. How's it going, Emma? Right? So again, consistency, right? And constantly showing up and staying on top of your strategy and mindset is everything. Are you going to upload this video on YouTube? Yes, I am. And I'm going to post also the one that I did yesterday, which I haven't had a chance to post. Okay, interesting. Yes. So that's why I always tell people, make sure you guys are tapping that screen, right? Because I'm over here giving out gems, right? So number 12, right? Posting without a strategy, right? All these social media platforms give you an opportunity to get organic marketing for your business, okay? So they allow you to target your persona and expand your relationship with them to convert them into clients. So you need a good strategy to make this happen effectively. So how are you going to do that, right? Consistency, showing up regularly with good quality content, right? And good timing. Posting at certain times of the day can boost your reach and your engagement. This is where the analytics plays a big role. Sheba, thank you for the follow. Okay. Last but not least, we have posting to post, right? It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that more content you create, the more engagement you will get. This is not the case, and it's just one of those biggest mistakes beginners make. Like I said, I spoke about this earlier. I was doing that myself. There's already plenty of content out there in the online space, right? What you need to do is position yourself and be the authority figure by creating value packed content. Miss the meat and potatoes of this live, so I'll head over to YouTube. Of course, I'm gonna be sure is there no later than tonight. I'm gonna make sure that they're there. Okay, so again, to wrap things up, right, before fixing any mistakes you find yourself guilty of, put your efforts to the test. Define what needs to be updated. What results are you achieving, and which digital marketing social media platform will best suit you? Because remember, I don't want you posting in a platform you know for a fact your target audience is not going to be at. Okay, Laura, thank you so much for the follow. So that is just very important. So with all that said, please ask away. Now the floor is open for you guys to ask. If you need more clarity on anything, ask away. Ask away. But yes, and please don't overcomplicate things. Don't overcomplicate things. Don't overcomplicate it. It's just you're gonna overcomplicating things keeps you paralyzed, and we don't need that. We don't need that. We need you to be taking action every day, to take your business very serious and let the magic happen, because it will happen. It's just a matter of time. Your focus is to show up, right? To create good quality content, okay? To make those connections, to go live, right? You can go live faceless. If you're not shy, you can go live showing your face, whatever it is, but going live is very important. Why were you feeling overwhelmed? Do you mind telling me why? Is it that you're maybe trying to do too much? I tried making a background yesterday. I posted one. I think it was nice. I thought it was nice too, because when you told me you created it, I went and commented on it, and I thought, and like I said, right? If you guys just want to do me the favor one day to like scroll to my account and see, like, scroll all the way down, my content was really bad. My content was really bad, but I need you guys to understand, it's like the more you practice, I also had no idea how to use Canva, right? But practice makes perfect. If you are not in there every day practicing, right, just playing around with the things, you're never going to figure things out. And it amazes me sometimes the things that I learn just when I really take the time to like be in Canva and play around with features, right? So take your time, okay? Take your business very serious, and please change your mindset. Stop telling yourself I can't do this. It's like, see, and like I was telling you, right? You said I can't, I really try, but I can't do it. It's like the more you tell yourself that you can't do it, the longer it's gonna take you to get it done. Tell yourself, maybe take a step back, take a break, and say, okay, I can't figure this out right now, but I'll just get back into it. Okay, train your mind to believe that yes, you can. I am watching what others are doing, learning what I need to do, copy, but my own. Yes, I say this all the time. You don't copy word for word, because I actually do see this. But if you use somebody's content for inspiration, that's a different story. You can most certainly do that. I'm starting to get my fitness cert, but distracted myself by trying to make a quick buck selling. Listen. Take your time. Take your time, right? If you are studying to get your fitness certification, focus on that, right? Focus on that, because remember, you need to do one thing at a time. One thing at a time. Or again, if you distract yourself, right, then you're gonna be out here posting content and you're gonna look desperate, and we don't want that for you, right? ETS has a special right now, and I had a hard time trying to figure out how to post it, but I did. Hey, and not for nothing, you could have just went live or maybe posted a quick story. David, good morning. Right? You could have posted a quick story. on your stories, right, on your account, and just say, a video of you talking and saying, hey, for those, that have been keeping an eye on ETS, they have a deal going on, whatever it is, 100 or whatever the deal, the promo was. You could have educated the people, because if you didn't know this, stories actually get pushed more than your actual content. So again, don't underestimate the power of posting in your stories. I have at least one story, at least 1 to 2 stories every day in my stories. Bola, good morning. I realized that selling RBA is not authentic to me. Authentic to me, although I love the platform I have to focus on. Okay, and that is what I mean with being in alignment with your product. Okay, I gotta go. Thank you for your knowledge. See you on YouTube. Have a blessed day as well, Tandy. Thank you so much for stopping by. Okay. If you are not in alignment with a product, it's going to be hard for you to sell it. So that is something that I preach about every single day in my life. And I know that you've already caught me live a couple of times, and you know that I say this. Thank you so much for my heart, me, Doris. If you are not in alignment with your product, I don't want you promoting it. It's just that is the simplicity of things. If you don't have alignment for whatever it is, you learn whatever you learn, and maybe it could at some point, maybe one day, help you in you will eventually learn something, but you can't promote a product that you don't have passion for, because people they're gonna feel that, they're gonna notice. Okay, good morning. My fitness business didn't know that. I preach that all the time, just like you were saying, Cian, right? You were saying how you bought SWC, but you actually align better with ETS. That's the same thing. Okay, so I am in alignment, very much in alignment with UBC and SWC, and that's why I promote those products, right? Because as somebody that has struggled a lot, right, it's just another thing is that a lot of people don't give a course a chance. Like, they don't take the time to learn the information. When I invest in something, when I am investing in something, I take the time to go over to whatever I'm investing on. And once I go over it, I know if it's going to be worthy of me promoting it or even putting it in my store. Okay. Great topic. Thank you so much. Thank you. What's the number one mistake you see people make? Oh, the number one mistake I see people make is, for a fact, thinking they're gonna make their investment instantly. Like, that is, like, I want to say at the top, that is like one of the biggest mistakes is expecting results overnight, like 1,000%. Okay. Tap that screen. Okay, I also discovered that I had a ton of limiting beliefs after you said that last week. Girl, when you identify those limiting beliefs and you change up and train your mind with those mindsets, I can guarantee you that you will become unstoppable. I say this all the time. I switch my mindset from I can't, this is hard, to I'm going to do this. It's just going to take me a little bit longer. Okay. I'm glad you did that. So now I'm working on busting past those beliefs, and you will do amazing. Why does that mistake happen? That mistake happens because people actually start this journey because they see, yay, we made it to 20K. Wait, let me just clap sound effects. Wait. Right? That mistake happens, you know why? Because people jump into this online space because they are caught up by the income claims that they see. So because they see these income claims, they automatically feel like they're going to jump into this space and they are going to be millionaires instantly. Right? That is the issue here, because a lot of people that jump in my life tell me that, oh, well, I was attracted by the high income claims, right? So I haven't made any sales. Like, I have people just tell me, oh, I've been in this space for a month, right? Yeah. I mean, are you, I'm a little confused. Are you quizzing me here? Are you quizzing me here? Yeah. Are you quizzing me here? And another big mistake that I see people, and another big mistake that I see people making is the fact that they are posting just to post, right? Posting without a strategy. Okay, like, and I don't like that. I say this and I preach this: quality over quantity, any given time. Oh, I was quizzed. I love that. Tanya, good morning. But like I was saying, right? Take your time, take your time, take the time to align with your product. Take your time to learn your product. That is really what is going to allow you to succeed. And like I was saying, a lot of people jump into courses and they just all they want to do is look at the module that teaches them how to add the course to the store, and that's it. And then they're done. It damages the industry. It really does. It really does. And that's why I run my business a little bit different. I come out here and serve. And if I served you enough and you want to start your journey with me, then I will be more delighted than to help you out. But yes, a lot of people are in this space just showcasing their income claim so that people can buy from them, and they're just reselling a course, right? Question: I'm very scared. Anything tech, do you help set it up or anything? Yes, I can. Whoever purchases from me, like I said, I will be there, Myra, to hold your hand. If you go with Stand Store, remember what I said, that you're gonna pick your storefront based on what you can afford, right? If you can't afford Stand Store, I don't want you picking Stand Store, right? So I don't recommend System.io because it's very techy, right? I personally don't like System.io because I used it. My favorite, and it's not because I'm a brand ambassador for Stand Store, but it's just that Stand Store, and people that have Stand Store can actually say this, is just extremely beginner friendly, like so user friendly as well. Beacons is a little bit more steps, but it's more affordable, so it's whatever you want. Okay, do you feel like it's important to post personal stuff along with? Yes, that is where storytelling comes into play. I believe this. Thank you, Doris. Thank God. That's a relief to hear. Thank you so much. You are most welcome. I've been going through the modules of SWC, so I haven't started promoting yet. You want to have a mixture of everything, Keely, and you can do this by identifying your content pillars. People need to learn about compliance marketing skills. You know what? Let me just write that down. That could be one of my subjects. Compliance marketing skills. Thank you. That could be a subject I can come teach people out here. Very important. I didn't purchase from you, but I'm getting you as my mentor. Thank you so much. Yay. You guys are amazing. I didn't okay, have to go. Have a wonderful day, Chris. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's my favorite topic. I love it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing. Yvette, good morning. I'm going to be on till 8:50 because I do need to get ready for my 9 a.m. meeting. But here I am. What other questions do you guys have for me? What other questions do you guys have for me? I really hope that you guys took in everything that I discuss here. And if you are those that have made any of these mistakes that I've shared, I gave you a strategy on how to avoid these mistakes, right? Or if you have, like, how to change these mistakes, right? Focus on your business, focus on your journey. Okay, please stop comparing yourself to others. I say, if you feel like it's affecting you, I want you to get rid of those accounts, okay? Let's see. I'd be happy to chat about it live anytime. Yes, we can absolutely do a host. We can host, and then you can educate me too. Heading out. Have a great day, and thank you as always. You are most welcome. Thank you. Cynthia, thank you so much for the follow. Right? So like I said, it's just a matter of time. Thank you, Jadi. Have a great Wednesday. You as well. Thank you so much. Ardith, thank you so much for the follow. I did. I cleaned up my account yesterday. Remember, Sian, do it slowly. Don't try to remove like too many accounts at once. I say keep it at a minimum of 10 because I don't want you getting into trouble, okay? So that's very important as well. Any questions? Any other questions for me? I feel like this live was very helpful. I just got into this, having a hard time figuring out how to start and get rid of my butterflies. Okay, what part are you having a hard time with? Is it that you don't know what to post? Did you take the time to review the information inside the course? What is it that you're having a hard time with? And I can give you some guidance. I want you to do me a favor. And of course, what to post. Okay, I want you to do me a favor, and I want you to grab a notebook, and I want you to write down why you started. Okay, and I have to say this. Thank you so much, Doris. And I want to say, please, I don't want at the top for the first thing you write for money, right? I get it. That's all we want. And eventually what we want, and that's why we started. What I do recommend is for you to, do you want to be more present for your kids? Do you want to just make a little bit of extra income? What is it? Identify your why, right? I wanted to be more present for my children. That's why I started. Identify that why. Then I want you to dissect the information inside the course. Like, you need to review every single module. It doesn't matter if you're not planning on doing drop shipping. It doesn't matter if you're not planning on doing Amazon reviews. It doesn't matter. I need you to review the entire information. Gotta go. Have a blessed day. Thank you so much, CN. Have an amazing day. Right? I need you to take the time to review every single module. Right? And then once you review the entire course, go ahead and set up your store. Woodsy, thank you so much for the follow. Go ahead and set up the store. Add your product in your store. You also need a lead magnet, like a freebie, okay? And then you want everything to be put together before you start creating content. Or let me just say, if you want to bring people on a journey, which is something that I didn't do, that people absolutely love, is bringing people on a journey. So take people and let them know how long it took you to set up your store. Let people know why you decided to invest in SWC. Let people know how long it took you to complete, the course, right? This is day 5 and I've completed so-and-so modules, right? It's been going great. I've learned how to, set up a stand store or beacons, right? I learned how to brand myself, right? All of that. Or, maybe on week 2, you can say, this is week 2 of my digital marketing journey, right? I have been able to gain 3 followers, right? I finally was able to. That's how you will bring people on a journey. Okay, does that make sense, Ardith? That's what I would recommend for you to kind of like bring them on a journey. Toya, good morning. Any questions? I have 5 minutes left, so please ask away. And like I said, tomorrow is going to be Freestyle Friday, right? Tomorrow is going to be, I don't know, maybe I might have to go through another module. Gen X, Digital Money Mama, thank you for the follow. I know I already went through creating a background, but Cian continues to struggle with it. So I think I'm going to have to do it tomorrow again, right? I'm going to do it as many times as possible for people to get used to. So tomorrow, just for you to have a little expectations, tomorrow we're just going to talk about what goals you accomplished for the week, right? Any questions or anything that you're struggling with that you would like me to talk about. And I'm going to walk you through creating a background, right? And those pictures that I put in my store, not in my store, I'm sorry, in my stories, like with the text on screen, I'm gonna teach you guys how to do that as well. Yes, thank you. I have thought about doing that. Just have to start doing it for my whys. Absolutely. Well, once you have your whys identified, I promise that any obstacles you go through is going to allow you to push forward, period. Do feel like this kind of live with background works better than face forward? Just wondering. So I don't do it because I'm shy, Tanya, and you know that, right? I don't do it because I'm shy, right? The reason why I started doing my lives faceless is because a lot of people that jump on my live that I tell them you need to be going live, they are afraid of going live. Like they're petrified of going live. And I was like, it's not that serious. So I am making it a point, right? It's like I started a movement to get people to move, right? That they can do live without the need of showing their face, right? It's just that I like to create a background with some kind of context as to what I'm going to be talking about. But they work for me, they both work the same. I can deliver showing my face, and I can deliver without the need of showing my face. So that's kind of like the movement I started. I don't want you making up excuses that you don't want to go live. I just want you to go live. Just do it. And then you don't have to show your faces, if that makes sense. But they work both, for me, they both work the same. No, you know what I mean? I'm not shy, but there are so many people that are shy, and going live is a very big part of this business, and that's why I stress it so much. You are most welcome. I went live once. It has made me feel a certain type of way. Okay, it has made me feel a certain type of way at the at the beginning as well. But the more you do it, the more comfortable you are going to get. Like I said, you don't need to show your face. But that's where you really make those genuine connections, if that makes sense, right? Because you can tell people live, like, why you really started, like what your story is, like where were you before you got started. Like, you can really talk about all those things, and that's why I feel like it is very important. It's just very important. Practice makes perfect. Exactly. Yes, it's hard to go live in the beginning, but you do get better. Yes, and that's why right now, like, I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Like, I look forward to going live. Even on days that people don't engage at all, I'm here just chatting away, talking. It's completely okay. Okay, let's see here. Do you feel like people trust you more when you show your face? I'm scared to go live, and will like, okay, no. No. Like, yes, like, you have to work a little bit harder. Yes, you have to be working a little bit harder. But when you tell your, this is it's all connected to storytelling. Okay, it is all connected to storytelling. Okay, so I'm making it a point that you can run a successful live showing your face and without the need of showing your face. I can come out here, talk about my story, talk about my journey, talk about my product, whatever it is that you need to know your stuff. Okay, if that makes sense. You need to know your stuff. You don't want to come out here and hesitate. Okay, if that makes sense, right? To be faceless for my live at first, but go face forward for my account in general. And that's another thing. Crystal, thank you so much for the follow. I'm a face forward account, right? And like I said, I'm not shy at all. I don't mind my face being all up on the screen. I'm not shy. But for those that are just like literally holding back on going live, I have to do my live faceless. I'm teaching them, like, the possibilities are endless, right? And people are nosy. Like, people are nosy. So when you have a nice background, attention grabbing background, you don't want to have too much, right? You don't want to do too much, right? But when you have a background, people are going to stop the scroll because they want to know, what the hell are you talking about, right? So that is the important. That's why I also am very strategic about the kind of backgrounds that I have. Sometimes I have my picture in the background, right? So people see, right? But I also have the topic right there about what I'm going to be talking about. So that is the importance. You just have to do it. Please stop being paralyzed. Please stop just like second guessing it. You have to do it. I'm going to be very honest. The first 2 weeks of you going live are going to be cringe. You're not going to get the engagement that you want, right? It's going to be like crickets, right? But the more you do it, the more that TikTok is going to push your live, because they're going to see like, oh, this girl is not going anywhere. She's still going live. That's what I did. My lives went from Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, 30 minutes, 31 minutes to be exact, right? To then 40 minutes, to then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, right? So then 5 days a week. And now I go live religiously at least 5 to 6 times a week. If my Saturdays are not too crazy, I also go live on Saturdays. And Sundays, no, is non-negotiable. You won't catch me live on a Sunday unless it's an emergency. You know what I mean? But you also want to have, like, you want to be very strategic, and I want you to test out the time. I can only go live in the morning, so that's why I go live in the morning. And I also work a full-time job, so I don't want to hear the excuses. And I'm also a mom. Okay, I need to learn how to use backgrounds like this. Thank you for the advice. I'm gonna create some tomorrow on my live, right? But I also, if you go to my YouTube channel, which is linked to my to this profile, I have an entire video showing you different ways to create backgrounds in Canva. Okay. Yes, I'm still learning everything that can be done in the app as far as backgrounds and editing. It's going to take time, right? But practice makes perfect. The more you do it, the easier it's going to get. Okay. Any other questions for me? Anything else? Awesome. I'll be sure to. Awesome. Awesome. Let me just check what my schedule is looking like tomorrow so I can kind of like give you an idea as to what time I'm going to be going live. All right, so tomorrow, probably around 7:30. I'll start around 7:30, and I could be on till 9, because then my first meeting is at 9:30. I have 8. Lord Jesus, bless your soul. Awesome. I'll check it out. I have 8 kids with e-learning. It's been hard to find the time. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, girl, bless your soul, because I have 3, and sometimes I just want to be pulling my hair. So 8. Girl, kudos to you, but I get it. You will find what works for you. I promise you. I had to sacrifice a lot of things when I decided to take my business serious. So trust me, if you want this to work, you will find the time. I really stink on lives. I get stuck in the loop of repeating and no one stays. Listen, you're going to be very repetitive at first, and that is completely okay. But I want you to do yourself a favor. I want you to write down bullet points as to what you're going to teach. I did this at the beginning. I had the same bullet points every day, because you're going to have people in and out, 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 right? So you need to have an introduction, who you are and what do you do, right? So when I jump on in the morning, I'm like, hey, this is Jody with Higher Moms Go Digital, on a journey towards financial freedom through digital marketing, and also here to help out as many people as possible start their journey. You want to have an intro that you are going to be repeating constantly throughout your lives, right? Because I have a more scheduled live, I only do it in the morning. I only do it once I jump on, and I don't repeat it. But when you are new to going live, you need to constantly be repeating who you are and what are you helping with? What are you going to do, right? And then you want to have bullet points of things that you want to talk about. Educate people on the MRR space. What is master resale rights? What is private label rights? Which is all terms, attached to the digital marketing space. What is digital marketing? People, know digital marketing, right? They don't know how to define digital marketing, which is literally promoting digital products, right, online. You can talk about your story, your why, right? Don't overthink it. You guys are overthinking this. No, stop overthinking. And then to get people to stay on your live that's why you need to educate. That's why you need to educate, because if you're not educating, if you're just blabbering, you're going to lose them. And like I said, it took me on the 3rd week of me going live consistently, people would answer my questions. I would be like, hey, where you're tuning in from, or how's the weather? I would just like throw questions like that to see if I would get them to engage, and some would respond and some would just like completely ignore me, but they would stay there and listen to the entire live. Why? Because they already know what your account is about. So that's what you need to be mindful of. Don't feel cringe, just continue talking, and eventually you're gonna get them asking questions. What do you do? How much money have you made? These are all things that is gonna happen eventually. Okay. Anything else? Okay, well, I am going to get off because it is 8:57 and I do have my meeting for 9. But like I said, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask, and I will be on tomorrow. Bring on the questions. If you have a topic that you would like me to discuss, no more topics for the week, but I'm going to be doing 2 style lives every week. So if you have a topic that you want me to break down, let me know, drop it in the comments and I'll write them down. I already have a list, but it just kind of like helps me come out here and deliver for you guys, right? To allow you to feel unstuck. So let's see, you're awesome. I have learned so much from you. Thank you so much, Tanya, for saying that. I keep telling myself what me and my bestie always say: no one can say anything we haven't already, period. Period. And believe in yourself. Believe in yourself, and you will be unstoppable. Just train your mind. Train your mind. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I will. I will be very successful. Okay. And start visualizing what you want to see in your life. Okay. So have a fantabulous day, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.